Welcome back, everybody. This is Chad with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we've got a special treat. We've got a first look on a couple of brand new Liberty suppressors for this year. We've got the Goliath, which is a monster of a can. This is actually a dedicated 458 and 450 Bushmaster style suppressor. This thing's just plain awesome. Comes in at 10 inches long, 2 inches wide, so you've got a lot of volume to capture all those expanding gases from that monster of a round, the 458 SOCOM. And this can is exceptionally light. It weighs 20 ounces. You've got a titanium monocore with a titanium sleeve. You've got two adapters that are available for the can. You've got a 5/8 by 32 and a 5/8 by 24 currently, with more on the way for various thread pitches. And then we've also got a neat 308 caliber can. And this is new for this year. It was just announced here in January. This is the Sovereign. And this is a exceptionally compact and very, very lightweight can. This is a all titanium suppressor, and you've got 12.7 ounces right here. And it's hard to fathom that. I mean, 12.7 ounces is basically what a pistol can weighs with a booster housing. Okay, so compare it to that. Now, when you're talking about putting this on the end of a 308 rifle, it basically disappears. You've got replaceable end caps available for 308 and 5.56. And then the rear of the can here has some various direct thread attachments that come with the can. So you've got a 5/8 by 24 that's included. You've got a 1/2 by 28 that's included. Plus you've got Liberty's LS1 brake. So you can attach this to your gun, and then you've got a taper mount system that'll engage with the can for a quick attach and quick detach. Now, what's neat about this suppressor as well is that it will adapt to the APA LB2 brake, which is a very popular brake in the PRS series. That's the Precision Rifle series. Liberty has gone through and added their taper mount locking nut on the rear to make this kind of a one-piece package that's available for their suppressor. Now, this is just pretty neat because, like I said, the top 100 shooters, most of them use this particular brake in that series. And Liberty actually designed this suppressor for that sort of mindset. So a precision shooter, somebody who has a hunting rifle with a long barrel or whatever the case is, like say a 26-inch barrel in 308 or 6.5 Creedmoor or something along those lines, and you want a lightweight can to kind of disappear on the end of there to protect your hearing while you're out hunting, this is the perfect option for that. But we're gonna go and take these two cans to the range. We're gonna take a few shots. Eric's gonna blow some stuff up with the 458, which will be a lot of fun. We're gonna shoot the 308 can here on a 308 rifle. We're gonna shoot on 300 blackout with some subs and supers and try it out and just see how it sounds. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, I'm gonna run the 458 Goliath here for you a little bit. Great can, like Chad said, 20 ounces, nice and lightweight, not too bad on the end of this gun at all. We've got a mil-dot Nikon Monarch 3 on this. It's a 1-inch tube. Nice compact scope for this gun. This is an Anvil from CMMG. Great gun. This particular one is really the only one on the market that can handle full bore 458 in all its glory. So in honor of that, we've got some Underwood ammo here loaded with the Lehigh Extreme Penetrator. That's a 300 grain bullet moving at 1,840 feet per second. So this thing's getting down. We're gonna try this out. It's kind of a hot load, but we're gonna shoot it through the Goliath, see if we can maybe not wreck the can. We're gonna shoot something here. We got a little concoction put together with some flour and other things, maybe a watermelon, a soda. I'm gonna shoot through this stack of things here and see if we can make you a watermelon cake. This is gonna be interesting. Wow. Did those bags of flour just catch those 458 SOCOMs? That's insane. Let's go look. I hate it when a plan backfires. That's what I get for being like this and assuming that that 458 was going to shoot through all this flour. Apparently flour is pretty dense. I mean, the way we taped it together like this, I mean, you got to think it's probably the equivalent of like a sandbag in a way. You know what I mean? Like it might have the consistency of a bag of dirt, and that's why that bullet didn't make it all the way through. So if you ever find yourself in a grocery store shootout, maybe if you hide maybe behind a big old tower of flour there on the end cap or something, you'll probably be okay. That's interesting, and let's see if we can locate some of the bullets. This is going to get messy pretty quick, but I don't know if those bullets made it through or not. Whatever. Ah, all right. There we go. So there's your projectile. We'll dig in here and see if we can find some more. And I'll tell you what, I've got a guy at Ballistic Impressions that puts these things in like kind of like a little acrylic desktop thingy, you know.
we'll send these off and get them put in there, and we'll send them out to you guys and maybe a man can or something. But tell you what, we haven't made enough of a mess with this 458. Let's break out some subs, and I'll also shoot some more supers so we can listen to the sound that this can has with the supers. Pretty cool. All right, guys, I think that flower is going to segue into possibly another video. We're going to make it a later time. Stay tuned for that. I got a plan for that flower. But moving forward, we're going to shoot a couple of sodas and watermelons with the 458 here. We're going to listen to the tone of the can. I'll shoot it in the dirt as well so we can kind of hear how it sounds. I've got some Corbon DPXs here. This is a CMMG anvil specific load that's running 1900 feet per second, generating 405 foot-pounds of energy. So definitely not a slouch. And this is definitely indicative of the maximum type of power you're going to get out of a 458 SOCOM. So this will give us a really solid idea of how loud this can be in terms of the maximum volume level. All right, watermelon. Made short work of the watermelon. How about a soda? Dude, it sounds like grenades hitting them. I mean, what the heck? All right, so I'll tell you what, how about a shot over there in the dirt, okay? I don't know how many I've got. One left. All right, one in the dirt. I would consider that borderline hearing safe. I would say for a hunting situation, it's going to save your hearing pretty well, but that particular load is moving pretty dang fast, so I would likely consider that to be something you might want to wear ear pro if you're going to shoot a steady diet of that particular loading. But again, that's kind of on the top end of the spectrum there. All right, we'll run some subs. Now these are Black Butterfly Ammo subsonic loading. This is a 500 grain buzzsaw. Okay, it doesn't say the velocity, but I imagine probably 1,000 to 1,100 feet per second in that ballpark. This is with the Maker bullets, so we'll see how these things do. And I'll shoot a few in the dirt here for you just to let you hear how they sound, and we'll go for there. This rifle's great. I cannot wait to slam a hog with this gun. Okay, in the dirt. A little bit of first round pop, I guess, with those gases kind of settling in from that first shot there. All right, let's see how they sound when they smack these 3 liters here. No, you don't. Not too shabby there. All right, sub's running good. Gun is running excellent. Of course, I only brought 1 magazine with me, but we're going to try it out a little more. We've done a full review on the anvil if you guys want to check it out. This is not really intended to be a review of the gun or anything like that. The can is what we're focusing on here. I mean, it sounds great. With the subs, I can definitely see, yeah, no ear pro, you're good to go. It sounds great. It's got a good tone to it. Definitely not obnoxious to the ears by any stretch of the imagination. Let's just pop a few back there on that gong. It's only 75 yards away, but we're going to give it a try. Okay. Pretty good accuracy, putting them right in there. Of course, I pretty much knew that with the anvil. We got some Ventura Tactical. This particular ammunition is loaded with the 300 grain controlled fracturing from Lehigh. Really, really awesome projectile. We're gonna try to smash them these watermelons and sodas for you. Gun's been running great so far, for the most part. All right. Gosh, man, yeah. Look at that. No, you don't. Look at that, just a visceral power that 458 SOCOM has. It's just insane. In terms of the tone of this can, I mean, this is a super load. It's definitely getting down in terms of velocity. In terms of the, I know the question people are going to be asking about the levels of decibel levels and if it's safe for your hearing and everything like that. It depends on the platform and it depends on the load. There's a lot of varying factors that can come into effect that will really determine just how this thing is going to sound. If you're going to feed the gun a steady diet of supers through an AR, because the port noise, you are going to get a little bit more action noise and port noise back towards the shooter's perspective, you probably want to, wear some ear pro. That would probably just be prudent. In a hunting situation, obviously, shoot it, don't worry about it. Your adrenaline's gonna be pumping so much when you're about to bust that big old hog or that monster deer, you're not gonna be worried about the sound. And of course, with supers, you're good to go. You can shoot those, or the subs, all day, and there's definitely no problem. All right, couple of more here. Man, man, you can't go wrong with a 458 SOCOM. This caliber is such a jackhammer. It's awesome. I'll tell you what, I think you guys can see this little can's doing the job. The anvil's delivering the goods. We've made a big mess to clean up. We're gonna go up the hill here a little bit, have some fun with the Remington 700 with the new Sovereign on it. Really cool 30 cal can. Let's check it out. All right, guys, I think it's safe to say that you don't need to mess around with the 458. You don't wanna be on the wrong end of that gun. I love 458 SOCOM. It's got so much power, and that can does a really great job moderating the sound and really helping out to protect your hearing, especially in hunting situations. I think that's pretty important. Nice lightweight can, not bad at all. Very happy with that. We're gonna run the Sovereign a little bit. This particular can we're running on a Remington 700 with a 24-inch fluted 5R barrel. We got some spur 34mm rings with a nice Loophole Mark 6 3-18 sitting in it. This is a wonderful, wonderful scope. I've been very happy with it. It's got the H59 Horus reticle in it, which is just really great once you learn how to use it. We'll probably go over in a future video how to use a Horus reticle. It's real easy. This one's sitting in an HS Precision stock with a set of Badger M5 bottom metal that's set up to take Accuracy International magazines. This is a 5-shot that comes with the bottom metal, but you can run PMags and whatnot too. They're very reasonably priced as well. We're gonna shoot this a little bit here and try out this can. This video is about the suppressor, so we're gonna shoot some subs and some supers, kind of see what's going on. I tell you what, that gopher down there 300 yards away, he's teasing me a bit. We're just gonna see if we can kill him here. Have a go with it. He's a steel gopher. Okay, if PETA's watching now, we're not shooting real gophers, not yet anyway. Don't give me any ideas though. You ready, Chad?
Yep, send it when you're ready. That's a dead gopher.
Oh, he got back up, Chad. Hang on, we'll hit him again. No, I was kidding. I am gonna hit him again though.
Oh yeah.
All right. How about let's try a headshot on the D28 at 300.
Perfect shot.
You don't mess around with a Remington 700, man. Boy, Remington really puts together a good rifle when it comes to these things. Guys, we're also going to have in the future, just while I'm loading the mag here, we'll have a full build video on this rifle if you guys are curious to check it out, and kind of go through some of the reasoning as to why we selected a few of these components. A very, very nice rifle. Suppressor sounds great. It's definitely hearing safe. I'm not running Ear Pro, obviously. We're out here, it's a nice quiet day, we're alone, so you really get to hear what the suppressor's doing. Works just fine. Got a nice tone to it. I would definitely consider it hearing safe. I mean, for a 12.7 ounce can, it's a nice lightweight can. I'm gonna fire a few more rounds. I think you guys can see with boring accuracy, this Remington is delivering the goods here. We might, I don't know, heck, we might step out to 600 later with this exact rifle, with this can and try it. But Chad will get on the 300 Blackout here in a minute and show you guys what that can do. Well, I mean, I can't think of anything more challenging to do at 300 with this thing. I just made headshots on a D28 3 in a row, hit a gopher 3 in a row. Why don't we try to shoot the gopher in the head?
Shoot the gopher in the head. It's
at
about
300.
3-inch target.
3-inch target.
Mm-hmm.
3-inch target at 300 yards.
Okay.
All right, let's see if this thing's dialed in really good here. We'll give that a try. It's tiny, man. That little noggin.
Go ahead. Creamed him.
Oh man, guys, if you've never gotten behind a good Remington 700 that's set up just right, these things are just wonderful guns.
No chance, man. Thing's awesome.
All right. Right over the top of his head. That was my fault.
I'll tell you, man, that count sounds really, really great from behind the shooter here.
Yep.
Sounds really good.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much else to report there. It's nice and lightweight. It's got a good sound to it. You know, these types of videos, what we're doing this year, you guys have probably noticed, we're not at SHOT Show. And we haven't really acknowledged it much, but I feel it's important. We really wanted to try to take an opportunity to get with some of these products early and get out and get a little bit of field use on them and play around with them a bit and kind of see what we think about them in a real world scenario, taking them out and actually using the things. So that's kind of the angle that we're working this year. A little bit different than what people are probably used to seeing, but I feel it's important to really get out there and try things out. And, you know, our channel has in many ways kind of become a bit of a conduit for that. You know, folks will check out our channel for some of the new things that are coming out. So I feel it's important to have some transparency and just get out and have a little fun with these products. So that's what we've attempted to do. We're going to get Chad behind the 300 blackout. Of course, you can see this at 300 yards, this gun's like, yeah, whatever. It can handle it no problem. I'm just manipulating this gun. The gun's doing all the work. It's working great. The suppressor's working great. The mounting system's great. I can't really think of anything else to say. I mean, there's not really anything I would change. You know, the suppressor even has almost kind of like this weird, I don't know, it even almost has like this kind of steampunk Art Deco look to it in a way, like that kind of weird look to it, which is neat. You know, I like those kind of things that are like industrial looking. Definitely has that industrial look to it for those of you that it matters to. I'm gonna get Chad on the 300 blackout. And then I tell you what, we're gonna take this thing up to the tower, shoot at 600 yards. Let's do it.
All right, guys, so since the Sovereign is a 30 caliber can, we're gonna run on a 300 blackout. We've got some subs and some supers. The subsonic load I'm loading is the Freedom Munitions Hush 220 grain load. And then I've got a little 125 grain Sierra Match King that I cooked up with some H110. Pretty stout charge. I like running my hand loads pretty hot. So we're gonna run some supers, which is something that a lot of people don't do out of a 300 blackout. So give those a whirl. Start with the subs here. And this rifle is a pretty neat one. It's one I put together. It's on an Anderson SBR lower. We've got a full-size mag pull stock here. We've got a Geisley SMR rail. We've got one of the AAC 12.5-inch barrels. So it's kind of like right there in between, you know, being like an 8 or 9-inch barrel and a long 16-inch. You still get a nice compact nature of the rifle. And with the can on there, the Sovereign is so lightweight. I normally run an AAC SDN6, which with the mounts running around like 23 ounces. So with this setup, with the direct thread mount, I mean, it's light as it can be. It basically disappears on the end of this gun. And this is kind of a hunting rifle, so it's a perfect application for this suppressor. So let's run these subs real quick. And I'm running kind of a unique optic. This is a Trijicon TA11 that's set up with a 300 blackout specific reticle. And what it has is graduations from 50 yards to 200 for subsonic side, and then it's got 50 to 600 yards on the supersonic side. So we're gonna shoot at 300 yards here and see what we can do, see what the can sounds like with some 300 blackout. All right, you ready, Eric?
Yeah, run it.
All right, we're running subs first. I'm gonna go just between 100 and 200 yards.
Go ahead.
All right, let's see. 100 yards here. Got a little bit of wind. Guys, this thing is spectacular. I mean, it sounds great from behind the gun. Let's try 200 here. A little more bullet time on here. Let's see. Oh man, I love it. Eric, I'm gonna go for that half-size D28 hanging there on the left, just for fun. Dang.
Try the one way on the hill up there.
Oh, well, I don't have graduations all the way to that far, like 300 yards. I can try it. Let's see. So that was 2. All right,
Kentucky windage it.
I'm going to Kentucky elevation it. All right. Whoa, boy. All right. I'm going to aim at the top of the berm and see what happens.
Send it.
Yeah!
A little low and right on the plate, but you're right in there.
Oh, my gosh.
That wind caught it big time.
Okay. That is just insane.
Yeah, you're on it. That cam sounds great, man, from back here. And also on the plate down there, those last 5 or 6 shots fell into about the group size of a softball.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, this optic is just stellar. The glass is clear as it can be. Literally with the suppressor on there, pretty much any suppressor, you know, you really just hear the action, but the can does have a really nice low tone with this ammo. Let's try the Supersonics. And that's the beauty of this optic. I can go right from subs to supers without any sort of adjustment. And I normally run 110 grain Barnes load, and I found that this 125 pretty much has the same exact 0. So pretty neat to be able to switch between ammo types and still actually run the optic without adjustment. So let's try the supers and see what it sounds like on this little short barrel here.
Run it.
Oh yeah. All right, 100 yards. Great sound. 200. Uh-oh. One little minor feeding issue. It might be time for a cleaning. See what we got here.
Blasphemy.
All right, I'm gonna go for that half-size D28 there on 200-yard line real quick.
Yeah, go.
Oh yeah. All right, let's try 250.
Go. Wind's catching him a bit.
Yeah, I see that. All right, I'm gonna go for 3.
Go.
I'm gonna go for the half-size D28 up there again.
All right. Wind's catching him, but you're on it.
All right, let's see it.
Shooting good.
It is.
Yeah.
Now if my gun would just
down there looking pretty good.
if my gun would just work, I mean everything's working but the gun. Well, awesome.
All right, guys, we've backed off to 600 yards. We've had some heavy winds today, but the Remington's shooting great with the new Sovereign on it from Liberty. We're gonna just take a few shots here for academic purposes, just to give it a shot. All right. Got a 175 grain Match King out of a 24-inch barrel. We're gonna give a 4-minute hold, a 4 mil hold. And right now the wind's not really kicking. I'm just gonna go for it. You ready?
Yeah, you're shooting the half-size D28.
Yeah.
10-4, send it. Just right.
To the right, okay.
Elevation, perfect.
You got it.
Dead center.
You got it.
Oh yeah. Incredible. And you're ringing it for sure.
Man, I think you guys can see that this gun is definitely delivering the goods where it counts. And yeah, I guess the suppressor's working okay. You know, and it's funny too, like being up here on this tower, we're in an elevated position, we're pretty high. You can really hear the kind of unique sound signature that certain suppressors and certain combinations of gun and suppressor can really give when you've got that sound really echoing throughout a wide open area like this. So this can almost kind of compare it to like an urban environment where you've got a large city with maybe big open roads or something like that. Just something to think about there. This thing is, what did those shots land into, Chad?
About the size of a softball overall.
I'm happy with that.
3 shots that stacked into about a fist-sized group. Great load. Favorite on the right edge, wind caught that one.
Okay.
But elevation still spot on. Perfect. Lower part of the plate.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Right to the right.
Come on, Eric. Shouldn't be missing at 600. Not with this gun. This trigger, man, is stupid good. This Jewel.
There you go.
Hopefully you guys have enjoyed kind of a quick look at these suppressors. Not really intended to be a full review, but definitely beats fighting everybody out at immediate day at the range and having to mess with all the stuff at SHOT Show. So this is hopefully a chance for you guys to get a good honest look at these cans, and you saw it here first.